I was walking down the street, feeling kind neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes, as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see the car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Woman ain't over. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if a bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, then get her naked with sex-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, the pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a big slap, slap. Come get your face clapped. to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Welcome back, welcome back. In the building one more evening, I am your host, Stu for Justice, here where we live, love, and laugh, and always conquer police brutality. And on tonight, we have an innocent woman who is a victim of identity theft, and she is charged for the crimes that was committed against her. So we're in Georgia tonight. Sit back, relax, get your popcorn, get your wine, get whatever you may need, and let's jump on the content.
Innocent black woman gets, well, jailed after her identity was stolen. We have the video. We have the update. Here it is.
Sir, I cannot sit back here. I'm claustrophobic, and I am not going to be able to sit back here.
Okay, you want her to put in the side? You want to sit the side?
Oh my God.
Either way, you got to get in, man.
Yes.
Just go in the regular car. Please.
Well, we don't have a regular car.
Oh my God. I don't want to do this. I just feel like I'm going to die in here.
You're not. I promise.
The air's going to be on. We're going to get
How long is the ride?
Like 10 minutes.
like 10 minutes.
And he right there on the road.
325 that tag come back to arrest.
I'm going to put your seatbelt on.
No, I can't. I can't.
That's fine.
I can't breathe. Can you please get a regular patrol, sir? This is not right.
You have to take me in this.
Oh my God.
The woman did absolutely nothing wrong. The woman is completely innocent. She never should have been arrested. I'm going to give you the details as to why she was arrested. Put her up full mask. I'm taking you to the state of Georgia. Roshan Murray, a 39-year-old healthcare talent recruiter, was leaving an urgent care clinic on December 8th, 2022, where she had just been treated for a respiratory infection. When Doraville police officers met her at her black BMW in the parking lot, they asked her to verify her name and verify her date of birth. Once she did, they told her they had a warrant for her arrest for using a fake credit card to steal more than $5,000 in roofing materials from a local business and immediately put her in handcuffs. So stunned, Murray told the officers that she'd been an identity theft victim earlier that year, and the crime must be related to that. One officer read from the arrest warrant that she was seen on a store surveillance submitting her driver's license along with the fraudulent credit card. Murray insisted it was not her in the video.
All right, y'all. So we hear what's going down with the situation. We got this lady here who was a victim of identity theft. We're in the state of Georgia on tonight. And she had already reported this last year, over a year ago. I handled everything with her banks, made reports to the police, documents, filed an affidavit, police report, the whole works. She done moved on with her life. It's been a whole year thinking that this is all good and it's taken care of. Now, somebody comes along and we see the other woman with the orange hat on in the other side of the footage that has used a bogus credit card, or stolen credit card rather, and robbed over $5,000 to this roofing company business. But it traces back to this woman here, who was the original victim of identity theft. So, in other words, this is the person that's going around stealing and using her identity. They got this person on camera and they turn around and arrest the victim. Now, let's make this make sense, folks. The police and you doing your investigation and your job correctly. Somebody needs to get on top of their A game. Somebody is not doing their job right. Somebody is missing the whole goal, right? That's what we see going down. Because how do we double back to locking up the same victim who's already reported crimes being committed towards her? This black woman in Atlanta, locked up, embarrassed at her job by other black officers at that. Total violation of her rights. All right, so share your thoughts, y'all, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up.
Well, the officers told her in so many words, tell it to the judge. The officer expressed no interest in reviewing the video, saying a detective would allow for that and follow up later. The video shows a young black woman, small in stature, parking a car and entering a roofing business, wearing a baseball cap and smiling brightly as she placed the order. The woman bears little to no resemblance to the young lady. Now, Murray had lost her wallet about a year earlier. She said she quickly canceled her debit card, credit cards, obtained a new Georgia driver's license. She says, quote, "I thought that would be the end of it." And she told Atlanta Black Star at her bond hearing that week, facing felony charges of theft by deception, theft by taking, and using a fictitious credit card. The defense attorney said she quickly told the judge about her good character. Murray said she got up to the podium and made it clear that she was not a criminal who needed defending, but a victim of identity theft. She was released on a $3,000 bond.
So, this innocent woman who's had violations and crimes committed towards her, with a great, excellent record, never been in trouble with the law. She has a great career, side contractor with, small business owner. And now she got to pay 3 G's to get out of jail. And she's clearly stated to the police and to the judge once she goes to court, after they bogusly arrest her, that she's the victim of identity theft. Do your job. Research. Go back. Pull the records and the documents. And it's on file that I'm a victim. Right? So, how is the investigation going to the left? Because somebody's being sorry. Somebody's not doing their job. This falls back on law enforcement. So we got to stay on the up and up, people. And we're going through the legal documents to see what all went down in writing and in court. And let's jump on what happened next.
Okay. Murray says she began to feel the negative consequences of the pending felony charges. As a self-employed HR professional who recruits for healthcare businesses and government agencies, at the time of her arrest, she had a lucrative contract with Johns Hopkins Medicine in D.C. She says after she did not show up for work, the 2 days after her arrest, she explained the situation to her manager there, but her contract that was supposed to last for another 6 months was terminated the next month. Murray says she was no longer able to participate in government contracts while the charges were pending. She also lost out on 2 firm job offers after the criminal background checks came back. May of 2024, she was offered a talent recruiting job that paid $105,000 for a medical provider, which was rescinded, she was told, because the background checks did not meet company standards. Last April, an offer for a recruiting position with a medical provider working with the Georgia Department of Community Health at the same salary was withdrawn for the same reason. Now, many of us will look at this and obviously understand that law enforcement had a duty to properly investigate.
Okay, so as a result, we see how this lady is then affecting her career. Basically, she lost her job within 6 months. She couldn't get rehired for the positions that she qualified for and is educated for and have experience on. Plus, the issue about relocating and in the Atlanta city area that she was denied even housing because of this charge. So let's fact check. According to the law, you are innocent until what? Until proven guilty. You're innocent until proven guilty. So at this point, she's just been charged. So what's wrong with this picture, people? I mean, what needs to be corrected off the top, folks? Because we have the criminal getting away and the victim being charged. So we got to do and get some balance. All right, so share your thoughts in that chat and I will read your comments out loud.
Period. And she never should have taken that ride in the paddy wagon at all. Never should have had this experience. Many times we don't understand the cause and effect of charges like this after the unlawful or arrest by negligence happens to a person. Why is she being denied all of these opportunities? Why are contracts being taken away from her? She's innocent unless she's proven guilty. The big reason is because what she has been charged with is a crime of moral turpitude. That is the reason. And the moral turpitude issue typically prevails even louder than, let's say, if she was charged with a physical incident. If she was charged with being involved in a physical incident where she's the aggressor, they may allow her to keep some of these contracts pending the outcome of the case. But when you are charged with a crime of moral turpitude, like fraud, that charge alone damn near carries the stigma of a conviction. And that's what she's experiencing. There's more. Meanwhile, her efforts to relocate to more affordable housing were also stopped by her criminal record. An Atlanta apartment community denied her application due to a background screening that found criminal and or other public unsatisfactory, et cetera, et cetera. Once again, if this was another type of crime other than fraud, money fraud, she may not run into these issues with housing. But the moral turpitude issue is a prevailing.
Well, unfortunately, that's not true, bro. Because anything on your record, it really doesn't matter. You can be denied housing. That's the state of Georgia law. Expelling. There are a lot of apartment complexes and a lot of housing that do not accept expellings, period. And I don't care. It could be over 5-10 years ago. So that she's just getting the fire and catching the fuel of what people who's been in trouble with the law, whether they're innocent or guilty, what they go through. Being judged by a piece of paper. That's the society that we live in, right? So back to the police. They need to answer and they need to pay. I see a lawsuit in the making, a fat lawsuit, because they have made error in their job. They got to step their A game up, and it was incorrect investigation that was done on their part. So what do you see? And we could dialogue about it.
Factor. April 20th, Murray sent a letter to the DeKalb County District Attorney's Office requesting an immediate update and resolution to her case. She told the DA that for 3.5 years, she has not received a court date. She has not been indicted. She has not been notified of any prosecutorial action on her case. 3 days later, an assistant district attorney for DeKalb filed a notice dismissing all of the charges against Ms. Murray.
Oh, wow. So 3 years go by. This lady never receives an indictment, the trial hearing, to go back to court or nothing. So you know what that is? The police acknowledging they made a mistake. And instead of correcting their error with this woman, after they done gave her repercussions of destroying her career and housing situation, now nothing is being done about it. And then once she addressed the issue, says to the assistant district attorney there in her county, DeKalb County, all charges are suddenly dropped. So we know that this was done intentionally. They had no plans on correcting the whole situation and wrongfully arresting this woman. So yes, definitely a lawsuit is due and should be in the making.
The notice said, quote, while there was probable cause for arrest, the state cannot sustain this burden of proof at trial. Murray spent $7,000 on 2 criminal defense attorneys trying to get the charges dropped and to clear her name. She also hired an attorney who has filed a lawsuit on her behalf against the company that handled the background check for the medical provider and revoked the job offer in April, as well as the provider. Murray said she is in the process of obtaining a new lawyer to help her assess a potential civil lawsuit against the city of Doraville and its police department for her prolonged prosecution. And
that's exactly right. Because if they had any sound evidence, and then my question is, what about the actual criminal? What about the woman that's going around using her identity and getting away with it? You haven't even notified her, well, ma'am, we have got the victim, the criminal rather. We got the suspect, we got the criminal, the person who was seen on video. You got who's doing this on video. There's no rectification. So the police is just not doing their job. This is letting down the community, people. That's what's going on. And we got innocent people walking and victims being charged. So this definitely is brutality and corruption, violation at the max. And they need to answer. Something should definitely be done about it.
Financial setbacks and emotional distress it has caused her. The City of Doraville spokesperson did not immediately respond to a request or comment from Atlanta Black Star about Murray's case. It is so sad this woman had to experience that one incident of arrest and the ripple effect beyond that incident. And it seems as if the wheels of justice or the justice system move very quickly when it relates to putting somebody inside of a jail. But as it relates to freeing the innocent, they move damn near as slow as possible or not at all. With attorneys and her making inquiry, it took over 3 years for them to look at a damn video and realize this is not the woman. It's insane.
So we're going to say it again, man. It's just really, really sad. And say it again, when it comes to justice, all they care about in the nutshell is meeting quota. That's all they care about, people. All they care about is locking somebody up and putting them in jail so they can keep a job in a position and say that it's excused because of a badge. This innocent Black woman, we have plenty of Black women as victims of police brutality, and they want to keep it hush hush and swept up under the rug. But I bring it to the forefront. It has to be addressed in order to be stopped. So share your thoughts, people, because all I see is the police want to meet quota. And she's a smart young woman, and she's in the making of getting her due justice and going ahead with that civil lawsuit at hand. So what do you see? share your thoughts, and tell me what should be done about it. You know, this lady got no justification at all. And so she's going through the chain of command, and I will update you on what happens with the ultimate result. And until next time, people, I am your fam. School for Justice here, where we live, love, and laugh, and I will always continue to attack and conquer police brutality, speak truth to the power, and we learn to rise above the occasion. And until next time, folks, thanks for joining. Thanks for having me, and salute. Peace out.